Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing a skincare review. We are going to be talking about the Peter Thomas Roth, the Hyaluronic Cloud Hydra-Gel eye patches. So I picked these up a few months ago from the Sephora.ca website, and I've been using them pretty regularly, so I felt like now is a good time to talk to you guys about them. But before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I post a new video. So these patches are $64 Canadian plus tax. There are 60 patches in the container, so that means 30 uses. So these also are paraben and sulfite free, and they're also phthalate free. I'm not sure what a phthalate is. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Anyway, it's free of all of those things. Sorry guys, I'm having trouble speaking today. So let's walk through some of the claims behind this product. So it says it's a solution for puffiness, for fine lines, wrinkles, and dryness. It also says that it is, quote, a pack of cooling hyaluronic acid infused eye contour hydrogel patches to awaken fatigued skin with a burst of hydration. I had to read that off the site because I could not memorize that. So basically there are two ways to wear the patches if you choose to. One way is to target under eye puffiness and wrinkles, so you have like the bigger part of the patch at the tip here, and the other way is just basically flipping the patch itself, and that is to target crow's feet. I guess you kind of go with what bothers you more. Because like when you wear the one to target the crow's feet, the larger part of the patch is like out here. So if you feel like you have more crow's feet here, I guess you could wear the patch like that. I personally prefer the other way. I feel like I don't really have crow's feet like out to here. I kind of feel like I have more like fine lines and wrinkles just directly under. And I feel like when I wake up in the morning, I can just like see like the dark circles every time. So I kind of like to wear the patches that way. So you're supposed to apply these onto clean, dry skin and leave them on for 10 to 15 minutes. That's pretty standard for an eye patch. It also says that you can repeat the patch. So you can actually wear them both ways if you choose. I don't usually do that. I usually just wear them one way. Sometimes I try like switching it up just to see a difference, but I don't like do one and then switch and do the other one. You could if you wanted to, but I felt like that was a bit much. Once you remove the patches, you just toss them, you don't reuse them, and then you just like tap in any excess that you might have. They are really nice. Like I don't know how they maintain this like cooling effect, but when you apply them, they feel like just like a cool gel. And that in itself, that cooling sensation, feels nice. Like when it's at the end of the day or if it's in the morning, that just like cooling sensation just feels really nice around the eyes. So when you twist open the container, there's actually an extra lid inside, and I really think you should keep that because it kind of helps keep just the moisture in the package. And there's also like a little spatula you can use to just like help take the eye patches out, which I also find is helpful because just for like hygienic reasons, you don't necessarily want to like a cop car doing its thing. We'll wait. So yeah, you have a little spatula just to like, oh my god, so rude. You have a little spatula just to like scoop out the little eye patches, which probably is more hygienic than just like dipping your fingers in. And also these patches are very fragile. I think the first time that I tried them, I don't know what I did with the spatula, but I definitely tore a little bit of it. So just be careful when you're picking them up. So I mentioned the price, $64 plus tax. That's kind of expensive. However, I crunched some numbers. Now, these Peter Thomas Roth eye patches are $64 plus tax, which seems a bit pricey, right? However, normally I buy those Sephora brand eye patches, you know, the ones that keep near the cash, and then you just like do like an impulse buy. And they always seem like a good deal because they're only $6 Canadian plus tax. If you bought those $6 patches 30 times, that would be $180 plus tax. So this is actually like a really good deal because, I mean, I'm sure that those Sephora patches are good, but I kind of feel like Peter Thomas Roth is more of an expert in skincare than like just Sephora brand. You know, that could just be like marketing and PR, but in my head, Peter Thomas Roth is like a step above like other skincare brands or like specifically just like general brands. So it is a lot of money just up front just to spend on like eye patches, I will admit. However, if you can just like save up a little bit and buy this, I think it's definitely worth it. Because in the long run, it's actually cheaper to buy the bigger pack like this than just to buy them individually. I never like calculated that before, but it's actually much cheaper to do it this way. So these say to use every day or as needed. I don't use them every day. I probably wear them like a couple times a week. However, this does have a fairly short lifespan. This says that it's best to be used within 6 months of opening the package, but I do understand why, because you know, it's not like an individual package. It's a jar, and you have that like extra seal. So make sure to keep that extra closed tight just to make sure that moisture stays in. It is a wet product, so products like that do tend to go bad faster. That being said, a lot of times when they put expiration dates on products, you can sometimes go a little bit past that date, but like I said, I haven't tried them past 6 months. And one thing that I do like about this expiring in 6 months is that it kind of forces me to take better care of my under eye area. You know, in an ideal world, once a week we mask and exfoliate and do them like the eye patches and you know, we all do that thing, but sometimes in reality, we forget, or we don't have time, or whatever. But when you have like a product like this that you spend money on, and you realize it's going to expire at some point, you're kind of like forced to wear them more, and so you kind of force yourself to go through it faster. So that's kind of a plus, I think. Overall, I do like this product. The only kind of ick is that it's a little bit pricey up front. However, if you do want to splurge or if you have the cash to spend up front, it is worth it, because if you just buy those individual patches, in the long run it's more expensive. As far as the claims that it's going to like get rid of lines and wrinkles and dark circles and etc., you know, I like to take care of my skin, and I like things that feel good for my skin and that make my skin look nice. However, I do not believe in magic potions. I think that this feels fantastic under my eyes. I find that it's refreshing and cooling. It just feels like a treat for my eyes, to be honest. Like after a long day, it just feels so fantastic. In the morning when I'm drinking my coffee and I'm filling in my brows, these are fantastic to keep underneath. But I don't think that they are going to stop the aging process, to be perfectly honest with you guys. So yeah, that's my take on these Peter Thomas Roth, hold on, Hyaluronic Cloud Hydra-Gel eye patches. I think they're worth it, but just keep in mind some of my reservations about the product. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's review. I hope you guys found it informative and fun. But before we go, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can know when I post a new video. I have a couple other products from Peter Thomas Roth that I have been keeping on hold about doing reviews on. If you guys would like to see some more reviews for skincare from this brand, let me know down in the comments. If you guys have tried these eye patches, let me know down in the comments. Or if you have any other good eye patch recommendations, let us know. So I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It really does mean the world to me that you take the time to watch my videos. It really does. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.